Alright, so a little earlier today, my brother, Will Patriot, did a video. He's actually lost his mind a little bit with what's been going on in Virginia. And as many of us have, along with what's going on in the United States as a whole, with the Second Amendment, and our rights being stripped from us. You know, the Constitution was put there to protect the rights of the United States citizens. You know, that's the way I look at the Constitution. But apparently the government is looking at the Constitution as pretty much fuck the Constitution, we're going to do whatever we want. Well, here's what's going on. Well, let me backtrack a little bit. Let's talk about something. Let me talk to you guys about something. Let me talk to you about one of the reasons I moved down here to Virginia. I'm not going to say what part or where in Virginia, but I moved to rural Virginia. And one of the reasons I moved down here from the great state of New York is because of New York's shitty gun laws is one of the many reasons, right? Now, granted, Virginia is not a constitutional carry state, but Virginia is second to Arizona in some of the most lenient gun laws of a non-constitutional carry state, in which Virginia, for instance, there is no permit needed to open carry. Permit is only needed for concealed carry. The buying, selling, transferring, and trading of firearms privately does not require a background check, as it shouldn't, because the government nor anybody else should have the right to tell me who I can or cannot to trade or sell to. That's my right. That's my right, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's my right. Okay? Got that clear. Also, in Virginia, there was no real assault weapon ban. AR-15s, AKs, all that stuff, 30-round magazines, all that stuff was good and nice and legal. Especially for the magazines, even if it's not an assault weapon, who wants to have to stop and reload a bunch of times? Now, here's the deal. Looks, as of right now, that they're trying to pass laws in Virginia, as Will has said, please check out his video. I'll leave a link to him below. They want to pass a law, and I have a good feeling they're going to get it, as the Democrats are overrunning the state of Virginia. Whether you Democrat, Republican, I don't really give a shit what party you are, you're all American, right? If we're all American, we should give a shit about our constitutional rights. And what happens in one state happens in all states. It takes time. California and New York tend to set the precedents, and they slowly spread. I've been saying this for years now. Now, on top of way before I had this YouTube channel, and those of you who've been with me for a while has heard me talking about this for a long time, that New York and California, all right, what they set into motion law-wise spreads across the country. Nobody ever thought this was going to happen in Virginia. Guess what? Now it's happening, right? Now, back to the proposed legislation, they want 10 rounds and over to be weapons that can handle 10 rounds and over can be classified as assault weapons. Now that not only is now not going to apply to just rifles, but it's going to apply to shotguns. It's going to apply to handguns and pistols. Are you going to tell me that like Beretta 1911 with you can tell me those type of guns are going to become assault weapons? Give me a fucking break. Come on. Now what's going to come next with that is they're going to do away, which they're trying to, they're going to do away with the open carry. They're also looking to enact tougher gun laws as far as red flag laws go. They're looking to enact stricter universal background checks. Now, years back, Virginia, now granted, I've only been living in Virginia for a short period of time, but I've had the house for a couple years, and I've have family and been coming down to these parts of Virginia since I was a child. Now, when I was younger, you used to be able to go to a gun show, and you could go cash in hand, boom, boom, handshake, nice to meet you, I like that, let's wheel and deal, and get a great deal on a firearm. No background check stuff needed. Now, you have to do a Nixus background check and everything else at the gun shows. Now, that's been like that for a few years now. Now, I've been saying ever since they did that things are only going to spiral out of control since then. Okay? Now, why is this a problem for the whole country? Well, if you're sitting around in a constitutional carry state and you're sitting there and going, well, that's not going to happen to me. We're in constitutional carry. Look what happened to Virginia. Look what's going on look what has happened in other southern states, such as the problems that people have had with carrying in Texas. There's been issues. I have a brother down there and multiple brothers from other mothers down there as well that have informed me in the past few years about some things that have gone down there, unconstitutional things that have been done to some gun owners. it's a problem. It's going to spread. You know, Virginia, my county specifically, is a county, one of the few counties that declare themselves gun sanctuaries, where you're not going to come and take our firearms. Except, the state of Virginia is starting to say, no, we really don't give a shit if you're a gun sanctuary county or not. Okay, we're going to enact our laws. However, sheriffs and local PD in a lot of the smaller counties in the more rural areas in southern states are probably going to be less likely to enforce those laws on their citizens as much as will happen in the bigger cities. However, at some point in time, it's going to trickle down, and it's going to follow suit, and everybody's going to have to fall in line. That's the plan. It's all about control, right? That's what the government wants. Now, I don't care what political party you side with, whether you love Trump, hate Trump. I don't give a fuck what your deal is with this stuff, all right? Take the political aspect out of it and take into consideration where you should be standing as a citizen, a legal citizen of the United States of America who has the right to bear arms and protect their family. You guys out there all need to remember that this stuff affects everybody, not just me, this and that. Now, for those of you that are out there saying, well, why don't you just, hey, Matt, why don't you just pick up your family and move to another state? You know how hard it is to move? See, that's the problem, you know. Yeah, I pack up my whole family from New York, and anybody who's ever lived in ever tried to move from another state, especially New York, it's extremely hard to move from New York to another state. It's very hard relocating your family, especially from a suburban area in New York to a rural area in the countryside in deep South Sticks Woods, Virginia. Well, now the laws are getting tougher. Why don't you pack up your family and move over to Tennessee? Oh, that all sounds great and fine and dandy in theory, but how many times are you going to uproot your family and move? It's not fair to your kids. It's not fair, and it's going to trickle across the board unless everybody stands up and stands their ground. That means go to your town hall meetings. That means voice your opinions. The attitude of, well, my opinion doesn't matter, it's not going to do anything. It might not do anything, but it might. You don't know if you don't stand your ground. See that? Live by it. One nation. We got to stand together as one and try to fight for our rights. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off that not enough people out there are giving a shit enough, and those who do give a shit don't care enough. A lot of them aren't caring enough to make their voices heard. Let's stand together as one for once. Let's stand together as one. All right. Just also, you know, think about all the lives that have been lost to defend the Constitution, defend your rights, and you just want to let that all slip away? It's the United States of America. Act like it's the United States of America and be fucking united as one, and let's try to protect our rights. Do what you can. Because I'll tell you right now, if they do a mass gun confiscation, stuff like that, it ain't going to happen in one sweep. Not in my opinion. It's going to happen gradually over time, and that's what the Democrats and many other politicians are working on. But there's going to be a bloodshed on both ends. You're going to have people who are just being told to do their jobs, that are going to be doing their jobs, are going to be on the receiving end of a firearm. And people that are just sitting at their house who have firearms to protect their family are going to be the receiving end of a firearm from somebody trying to come and take their firearms. You understand what I'm saying? It's a nasty circle that's going to start getting put into motion. The cogs in the machine have all been set, and they're just waiting to turn them on, turn that machine on. That's what they're doing. So don't get complacent thinking because you're in a constitutional carry state that, you know, it's not going to affect you. It affects all of us in the gun community. It affects all of us as free citizens of the United States of America. And it affects everybody as a whole. It just affects us as a whole as a country. Stand your ground. Do what you can to protect our rights. Just try to stay in the fight for it as legally as you can. All right? That's it. I'm not going too crazy. I'm not losing my voice. I'm not feeling the greatest. Please check out Will Patriot's video on it. Be aware that he strayed a little from his style in this one, and he's a little more angry than usual. Will is usually a very calm guy, but understandably so. Like most of us, we lose our shit when it comes to taking our rights away, especially our right to bear arms and protect our fucking families. You know, especially people that have been in law enforcement, in the military. I mean, anybody in general, but people that have seen the nastier side of things, people who know what bad people will do and can do. So taking away our rights to protect ourselves as citizens from those bad people is just unacceptable by any means. So it makes some of us very angry. So, you know, check out Will's video. Just beware the language. It's probably not as bad as mine gets, but you know, it's a little heated, and understandably so. So please check his video out. Will is a great guy, brother and a friend to me. Just please check out his video too, and he's elaborated on this a little more than I have. I'm actually doing more of a VR to him. So, all right, guys, stay safe, stay strong, stay in the Second Amendment fight from our cold dead hands. Don't give them up. And that's that. I love you all. Stay safe. God bless the United States of America. God bless our military, and God bless you all who follow me. And that's it. Have a great day.